Hello everybody, I am Dorita Biraj, an MSc student from the University of Mauritius. I am currently doing this video for the purpose of my MOOC assignment. Well, today we are going to talk about the relevance of MOOCs in Mauritius. This video provides an overview of the relevance of MOOCs in the Mauritian education system. First of all, let's have a look at the challenges faced by the Mauritian education system. It actually includes increasing employability skills among students in the country, catering for the mismatch that exists between the education system and the labor market demands in the country, then catering for the 21st century learners, students who requires a learner-centered curriculum as well as a constructivist approach through teaching and learning processes. Then there is the problem of maintaining sustainability of free primary and secondary schooling. There is also the issue of integrating ICT successfully in the processes of teaching and learning. And there is the issue of increasing autonomy of students at all levels of schooling while making education easily accessible to all in the country. Now let's have a look at a brief outline of MOOCs. MOOCs are known as massively open online courses, which involves video lectures, transcripts of lectures, additional educational resources, forums and chat rooms, online assessment tools, and evaluation activities, peer learning and grading opportunities, and interactions with instructors, among others. Like everything, MOOCs have strengths and limitations as well. The main strength of MOOCs are highlighted here. As you can see, it involves short-term and long-term courses. It offers certification and credits. It is based on a learner-centered approach that caters for both visual learners, auditory learners, and sometimes tactile learners as well. It reaches out to a very large number of students while it promotes active participation in interactions within the course. It helps a lot in self-education, while there is no need for physical presence in order to attend the course. Only an online network would be sufficient. Then there is also the fact that it is cheap and it is free sometimes, but it is cheaper than a course that we have to attend to because of the infrastructures involved. It covers a large number of topics from different subject areas, which makes it accessible to a very large pool of students. Now let's move on to the limitations of MOOCs. Indeed, it has limitations. For instance, without an internet connection, it is impossible to access and do a MOOC. Then there is the problem of low student retention and completion of the course, which is often the result of students becoming less motivated by the videos, by the content. There's a lack of connection between the video, the lectures, and the students who are attending the course online. Then also there is this idea that students tend to do courses for certificates, and MOOCs are basically about improving knowledge, improving skills, attaining new knowledge rather than certificates. But that can be managed. Even the low student retention problem has been worked on and there are many debates about it, so it can be improved, I believe. Then there is the problem of the cost of the website. It is a very costly website to create and maintain. And then there is problems with the website that has been known to us is that the structure of the website of the MOOC does not abide by some of the principles of an institutions. Then they tend to refuse to use it or invest into it. Then there is the fear of the unknown, given that MOOCs is a very recent website, it's a new program, that people tend to be, traditionalists will tend to refrain from making use of MOOCs. And then there is a small issue of assessment and evaluation being challenging, given that there can be identity issues who are we assessing? Are we assessing really the correct person? Are we giving the certificate to the correct person? That is an issue. And then there is the issue of we are going to have to grade a very large number of people, and how to do the grading. But also these are manageable limitations, which there are many solutions to them. And then there is the individual attention problem, where we have few instructors online and you can't really give individual attention to a large pool of students. Moving on, let's have a look at the relevance of MOOCs in the Mauritian education system. Do you think that it is relevant to the Mauritian context? Well, I think so. I believe that MOOCs are relevant in Mauritius both for the educators and students. For instance, MOOCs on employability skills can be very useful for upper secondary level students and students attending universities. Then including ICT in teaching has led to continuous and numerous teacher training programs, which involves a lot of government funding, infrastructural expenses on resources, which could have been avoided simply by offering teacher training through MOOCs. Then there is full-time university students who can use MOOCs to earn extra credit. For instance, the GEM modules at the University of Mauritius could be done through MOOCs, which will make it more accessible for students and easily completed while still doing the course, the full-time course, I mean. Then MOOCs can be used in distance learning courses as well. The Open University in Mauritius and UNISA could benefit considerably from the program. Then upper secondary level students will develop autonomy through MOOCs, which will encourage them to seek a job and study in parallel and not choose one for the other, as is a common practice today in the country. Well, this part is not really about the conclusion, it's mostly a conclusionary reflection. It is believed that MOOCs can help in catering for some of the challenges of the Mauritian education system mentioned earlier, and it is a sound investment in the sector given that maintaining free education due to being a welfare state is increasingly becoming unsustainable over the years. Thus, MOOCs can be a way to provide quality education sustainably and cheaply to the Mauritian youth. Wouldn't you think it's worthy of consideration? Well, I think so. This is food for thought for you people out there watching this video. Here are some of the references and resources that has been used during making this video. You can access it, you can read it. They are very interesting reading and will actually build up on your knowledge of MOOCs and its relevance to the Mauritian context. Thank you everybody for watching my video. Your comments would be greatly appreciated.